So before I begin the video, I'm just going to say hi to the new viewers and like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Something about myself really quick just to catch up. I lived in Austria in Europe for the past 32 years, and I decided around 2010 that I would come to Alaska. So I finally did this year in September, and it's been about 7 weeks. I'm having a blast. I decided to stay in Valdez for the first winter just to learn some things and to get familiar with everything, especially the prices. It is expensive here, like they say. And what I'm doing is, when I arrived here, I drove through Alaska and visited about 50 towns and communities and landmarks. And I'm putting 4 videos up every week, so you guys can go back and watch that or watch the future ones. So it's Wednesday again, and I'm going to go over the towns I visited last week. Really communities, Ferry and Clear. Before that, I'm going to show you our daylight. We got about an hour more of it left. There's always an overcast, and it's a real feel of 18 now, so it's a little chilly. As long as the wind doesn't continue to blow, I'll survive. So last week I stopped at Clear, and just my opinion, it was a big open space, not much around, and I would not recommend anyone moving to Alaska and going there directly, only because it's definitely a tough place to get started. They're living off grid there. There's very few people. I think it was 12 people or 14 people live there. And in the winter time, it's going to be really tough to get out and go to places because nobody's, taking care of the streets. You have to do all of that yourself. It was nice. It was just in the middle of nowhere with nothing around. So maybe if you want to go to an area like that, I would maybe test out Healy, for example. It's fairly close, and they have more stuff, and if you can manage there, then you move on to Clear. After that, I went to Ferry, Alaska, and that's where the mailboxes were, at the top of the road. And the neat thing about Ferry was you drive down the street and you get to a bridge, and you have to walk over that bridge to get to where the people were living. Now, I didn't go over the bridge because those people are living out there for a reason. They don't want to be bothered by, anyone making videos in their areas. And I would say, again, like Clear, it's not a place I would recommend someone moving directly to if you're coming to Alaska, just because you're really out there on your own, and it's probably more safe and more realistic that you take it slow. I'm taking it slow when I came to Alaska. I came to Valdez after driving through, and I'm just getting used to things. And after that, I'm going to move to where I want to move. But for now, and in the beginning for everybody, I think it's important, just don't jump into everything right away, because there's a lot of little things that you can learn just by taking things slow. But Ferry was really a cool area. It's really pretty. It's probably the first time during my trip that I felt like we were really out there. And it's not that it was so remote, but it was just that it was so quiet, so empty and natural, I guess. Just not a lot of people, not a lot of buildings, and it was really pretty for that reason, and I really liked that area. Now, would I personally live in Clear or Ferry? Clear, I wouldn't. My thinking is, in the winter time when the roads are icy and there's a lot of snow, it's just too difficult to get even to the grocery store that's 20 minutes away, and dangerous. Ferry, I could see living there because it was really pretty, but it's not something or somewhere that I would want to live personally. And I guess that's where I'm going to end it today. In Valdez, we've gotten about 30 inches of snow this month. So I'm happy with that. It's nice. And I guess I'll see you next week when I talk about Healy. So before I begin today's video, I would... Man, the wind is blowing in my face. This past September, so about 7 weeks ago, it's windy.